Yeah, what do you want?
My husband by my side.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 sweetest Homer and Marge Simpson moments.
I can't believe you're not mine, Marjorie.
What the?
Happy anniversary!
Oh my God.
Oh,
Hi, prom day.
Marge, poor Boo.
For this list, we're looking at the moments where Marge and Homer's relationship made us laugh or cry, or gave us butterflies. We're including flashback episodes, but not Treehouse of Horrors or anything else non-canonical. What's your favorite moment from our favorite Simpsons marriage? Let us know in the comments below if you can think of anything sweeter than what we found. Number 10. Singing Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
Oh, I guess you're free to...
Give him the breathalyzer! Huh?
You're under arrest.
No!
If there's one thing we know about Homer, it's that sometimes he loves a good beer a little too much. After he gets a DUI and loses his driver's license, an incredibly serious offense, Marge challenges him to quit drinking for 30 days.
Please, homie. I know you can do this.
All right. Starting tomorrow, no beer for a month.
What was that noise?
It's difficult, and he almost loses it along the way, but Homer's love for Marge ultimately keeps him sober for that month and beyond.
Put it in the fridge, Mo. I've got a date with my wife.
When Homer and Marge ride into the sunset on a bike, singing this song to celebrate Homer's new sobriety, we know they're also celebrating the strength of their relationship.
La 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 la.
Number 9. Keeping the heart-shaped rock from summer camp. Some of the best Homer and Marge moments come from flashbacks to their earliest days.
He's cute. And he's got an eye patch.
Homer and Marge were each other's summer camp first loves, but mishaps and fake identities made it so they didn't realize it until years and years later.
But every time you smash a nerd with it, think of me.
Marge is understandably hurt when she figures out it was her now husband who broke her heart so many years ago. The happy ending.
Here's what I'm looking for.
Oh, homie. You did care.
It turns out Marge and Homer both kept half of a heart-shaped rock Homer found and gave to Marge that summer. Just goes to show you that soulmates always find their way back to each other.
Oh, Elvis.
Oh, anonymous girl who turned out to be Marge.
Number 8. Homer understands Marge's play. Homer can be selfish, and Marge is very underappreciated.
Why can't you be a little more supportive?
'Cause I don't care.
When she tries to do something for herself for a change, starring in the town's musical adaptation of A Streetcar Named Desire, she takes inspiration from her life with Homer to accurately play the tragic Blanche's relationship with the brutish Stanley, not expecting him to notice.
Ooh, she can fly.
I think it's supposed to symbolize her descent into madness.
But he does notice. He makes those connections when he comes to see the show, and it makes him realize he needs to appreciate his wife a lot more.
The poor thing ends up being hauled to the nut house when all she needed was for that big slob to show her some respect.
It's a beautiful, rare moment of self-awareness from Homer, and one that helps the couple grow together.
Hey, you know, I'm a lot like that guy.
Really?
Yeah, like when I pick my teeth with a nail and stuff.
Maybe just a little.
Number 7. Marge drives Homer home from the prom. Marge spends a disastrous prom night with Artie Ziff, voiced by occasional Simpsons guest star John Lovitz.
No, really, I mean it. Now stop it.
I'm sorry, Marge.
Take me home, Artie.
As Artie drives her home, Marge finds Homer on the side of the road and realizes who she should have gone to the prom with from the start.
Homer?
Marge?
Yeah, you want to ride?
We love watching Homer and Marge fall in love over and over again, but there's nothing as special as watching it happen in the beginning. Homer tells Marge that when he gets out of the car, he's gonna hug her and kiss her and never let her go.
Once you stop this car, I'm gonna hug you and kiss you, and then I'll never be able to let you go.
And we know how much he means it. Number 6. Reuniting at the Lighthouse. After embarrassing himself and Marge at the annual chili cook-off, Homer embarks on a spiritual journey through the desert to find his soulmate, with the help of a magical space coyote voiced by the late Johnny Cash.
To make yourself complete,
You must find your soulmate.
When he comes to, Marge is still upset, so Homer searches elsewhere for the one.
I'm alone. I'm a lonely, insignificant speck on a has-been planet orbited by a cold, indifferent sun.
He ends up in the Springfield Lighthouse, where Marge comes and finds him in his lowest moment.
What's that?
Oh, Homer!
Confirming for us that no matter how angry Marge gets, or how much Homer messes up, she will always love him, and the two will always be soulmates.
Our differences are only skin deep.
But our seams go right down to the bone. Maybe we do have
A
a...
profound, mystical understanding.
The moment when the light catches Marge gives us chills just thinking about it. Number 5. Marge reads Homer a poem before he dies. Homer accidentally eats some poisoned sushi and is given 24 hours to live.
Oh, Marge, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
The ways he chooses to spend his last day on Earth are all individually touching, but what really sticks with us is his final moments with Marge, who took the time to write and read a final poem for her nearly deceased husband.
That always will I love you. My one, my love, my all.
That was beautiful.
The moment is a major tearjerker, and we get the sense of just how much these people mean to one another in the end. It makes it that much more emotional to watch as Marge discovers Homer the next morning and realizes he's survived.
You're alive!
I'm alive! I'm alive! And I couldn't be happier!
Number 4. Homer chooses Marge over Mindy. Marge and Homer have each struggled with being attracted to people outside of their marriage.
Marge, do you know how beautiful you look in the moonlight?
Oh, Jacques, I'm a married woman.
Marge with her bowling instructor Jacques, and Homer with Mindy, a new hire at the nuclear plant who shares his love of food.
Hey, my favorite! Raspberry swirl with a double glaze.
Double glaze.
When Homer and Mindy, voiced by Michelle Pfeiffer, get sent away on a weekend trip to Capital City, Homer has to weigh his workplace crush against his relationship with his wife.
You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Well, maybe I want to. But then I think about Marge and the kids.
In the end, Homer chooses Marge. Flirtations come and go, but Homer ultimately knows that you only find a Marge once in a lifetime.
Marge.
Number 3. Homer divorces Marge so they can get remarried. Divorce is the topic all throughout Springfield when Kirk and Luann Van Houten call it quits.
And I hope you're happy now.
I am not happy, and I haven't been happy for a long time. I want a divorce.
The Simpson kids worry that their parents will be the next couple to split.
A few clumsy gestures aren't gonna make up for 10 years of neglect. Marge deserves someone who will treat her right.
It's true that Homer and Marge think critically about the successes and failures of their relationship in the following weeks, but when Homer decides to divorce Marge, it's actually for the sweetest reason.
Marge, can you come in here? We need to talk.
This way they can renew their vows and commit to each other all over again.
It's a second wedding, honey. Our first one was so crummy I had to make it up to you. I really love you.
Oh, honey.
We can't think of a better or more creative way to say I love you.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Number 2, I need you to do this with me. Sometimes, marital trust means you move to Alaska, no questions asked, just because your husband asks you to.
The thing is, I can't start a new life alone. And I've really come to like you guys.
I just don't see it.
There are a lot of moments in the series where Homer and Marge decide to trust each other, but none is as strong and specific as the moment from the Simpsons movie where Homer tells Marge,
I need you to do this with me.
We know that Marge would go to the ends of the earth for her homie, but this moment really proves it.
Okay, homie. I'm with you.
Thank you, my sweetheart.
The movie deals with higher stakes situations than a typical episode, so it makes sense that this feels so momentous in their relationship. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Marge surprises Homer at work.
Marge! What a lovely surprise! You're here to see me, right?
Of course.
Marge remembers Homer after amnesia.
I still don't remember you, but for the first time since this happened, I wish I did. Homer.
Jackson Browne writes a song for Marge.
I threw you a fancy banquet, and now you can't stay mad. How about a makeup snuggle? It would be so rad.
I'm really touched by how much you care. I love you too.
Homer lets General Sherman go.
All this fish represents is just how selfish you are.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I'll throw it back.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Watch! Whoa, I did it.
Marge sings You Are So Beautiful.
You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Homer proposes with an onion ring.
I will send you every cent I earn for the baby, but you will not see me again until I am a man.
The most heartwarming flashback of all is the story of Marge's first pregnancy. After Marge's ring is repossessed and Homer moves out of Marge's parents' house to work at a fast food job to support their growing family, all Marge can think about is how much she misses her husband.
Oh, Homer, Homer.
Against her family's wishes, Marge tracks Homer down and tells him she needs him more than she needs any money.
Yeah, what do you want?
My husband by my side.
You want fries with that?
Homer?
Marge?
With nothing else on hand, Homer proposes with an onion ring, and Marge happily accepts.
Any ring is fine as long as it's from you.
Marge. Poor Voo.
This moment sums up the Homer and Marge relationship better than anything else could. As long as they have each other, they'll be the happiest versions of themselves. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.